And hello YouTube, GSmanimsmart here, and in today's video we're going to show you how you can increase the amount of clicks you get on your YouTube cards, which can essentially get you more views, more subscribers, more watch time, a bunch of other positive things as well. All that come up next. What's up guys, GSmanimsmart here, today another brand new video for Tutorials with GS. Thanks for stopping by and glad to have you here for another one of my videos. Today we're going to take a look at a YouTube tutorial slash tip and trick that I want to go over to continue our YouTube playlist. If you happen to be new to my channel, new to any of my videos, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Plenty of other YouTube tips and tricks to help you out if you're a creator, and we have plenty of other creative software tutorials as well. If you use Photoshop, do image editing, Premiere Pro, After Effects, video editing, Movie Maker tutorials, GIMP, all kinds of cool stuff. So if you're interested in software, interested in YouTube or creativity, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as that post notification bell so you can stay up to date with all the most recent videos. Now, it should be no surprise that one of the most valued metrics that the YouTube algorithm takes into account when ranking your videos is watch time. This is the #1 metric. Another very important metric, however, is session starts. And what a session start is basically whenever someone clicks on one of your videos, that is considered a session start. If you can get a session start and a good amount of watch time, then you're golden. You can get ranked pretty high and you can be in pretty good standing with the YouTube algorithm. One of the best ways to get both of those is through YouTube cards. You can add these YouTube cards through your video manager whenever you're finished uploading a video. You can add a card to any of your videos, also to a website, but you want to link to another video. I would say if you do 5 videos a week, then you would at least want to have 1 card in each of those videos, so 5 cards a week. Sometimes as many cards as you can put in a video, the better. I wouldn't put too many. I wouldn't put the maximum. I put between 2 and 3 cards per video. That way people have some options, but not too many options. Otherwise, they won't make a decision at all. Now, I've been putting cards in my videos for a long time, but here we're looking at about an 8-month period in between March and October. So this is last year, an 8-month period, and I've only got about a 7% click-through rate. So 7% of my cards that were shown only got clicked, which is pretty low because on average, you want to have about a 15%, 20%. Some people can get it up to 25% even, which is crazy good. But 7% is pretty low. I've seen channels with worse than this have 3%, 5%, which is even worse. So you want to get this to at least about 15% or maybe 10%. Then you're fairly decent. So one thing that I did was I actually created a graphic. I started mentioning that there's a card on screen. I set it through auditory. I set it through visual. So in case someone missed the card and they weren't paying attention, they would click it. So here's an example of something that you could do. This is actually a recent video that I did on my gaming channel, and we're going to take a look at the tactic that I use here to get people to click this card. So take a listen. So if you want to check out those 2 videos, I do have the links in the description as well as a card on screen right now. You can click it and it'll bring you to those videos. So as you can see, I mention a video that I want people to click on. I say if you want to check this video out, if you missed this video, here's a card. You can go to it and watch it. Not only do I show the card here, but I also say it so that people who are more auditory learners or pay more attention through audio, they'll know that, hey, a card's on screen right now, let me click it. And for those who are more visual learners or people who pay attention to visual things more, and they may have missed this thing, because quite honestly, I miss the cards a lot of times also, especially when in full screen. The little card flyout thing is pretty small. So I've added a reinforcing graphic right here that says click the card here for that video with an arrow pointing to this little eye icon. So this is a great tactic to actually gain more card clicks. Now you're probably wondering, well, how much of a difference does this actually make? Because if no one's clicking on my cards now, what is the graphic going to make a difference? Well, I've been using this graphic for about a year now. I created this graphic in about November, December. So if we were to take a look at another 8-month period after I created that graphic and after I've been using that graphic a lot more, then you'll see how much of a difference this makes. Now be aware, I've been creating videos at around the same rate last year that I am right now. So I haven't been creating more videos. I've been actually creating a little bit less videos for the past month or so. And I have gotten more subscribers and more views, but the important part is looking at percentage. A percentage is always going to be very accurate. So we take a look at a custom range here for our card clicks for, let's say, December 1st. So December 1st until August, yesterday August, or 2 days ago August. you'll see that we actually bumped our click-through rate for cards by almost double, basically double. So that's the power of having something that actually pushes your card numbers to getting more clicks and getting more views and getting more watch time and the chance to even get more subscribers. Now, certain months I get this with a 15, 16%. And if we exclude this month, because this month I've actually made only a few videos, if we exclude this month and look at only from the time I made the graphic till last month, once again, I'm at 14% also. So you can see the power that a graphic and actually mentioning it in your video can help. Now, if you don't know how to create a graphic like this, as you can see, all I did is basically have a transparent layer here with a graphic here, a little box. Another example that I did is for someone that I'm actually managing a channel for. They want to advertise their book. As you can see on my nice little graphic here with an arrow that points to the top. It doesn't need to be anything fancy. It can be something simple. You can use something like Photoshop here, or you can use a free program like GIMP here, and it works just fine. I'll do a quick little tutorial here on how you can create a very simple one, and then you can design one of your own, and all you got to do is drop it on top of your video. If you use something like Premiere Pro, I think Movie Maker has a way to do it with a third-party service. If you use Camtasia, there's a way to do it as well. Whatever video editing software you use, all you have to do is drop this graphic over your video channel and then just place the graphic at the timestamp where you're saying, and here's the video that you can check out. I have a card on screen right now, and that's when the graphic will show like you saw in my video. So what I would do is I would create a new image here, and I would create it about 1920 by 1080. If that's what you're recording your videos at, I would create it as that. If you're recording in 720 and rendering in 720, then I'd create the 1280 by 720 document. What you want to make sure you do is create a new layer at the bottom here. And you want to get rid of the background layer because we want to have a transparent layer. That way that when we put it on top of the video, we can still see our video. And then what I would do is I would create a shape. You can get a ribbon from Google Images. You can get any shape that you want. You can find one on Google Images. You can create one in Illustrator. You can create one in GIMP here. It doesn't really make a difference. I'm just going to create a simple little rectangle. So I'm going to create a rectangle right here. Then I'll go ahead and grab my bucket tool here. And let's say I want to make it red. And there you go. I've made it red. And now if I want to add some text, I can easily add some text here. And we'll make the text white, and we'll just say click here for this, or we'll say click here for that video, right? And then we'll make it size 60 maybe. You can play around with more fancier fonts if you want to. So like that, click here for that video. And then if you have a picture of an arrow, you can just drop it in here. If you don't have a picture of an arrow, you could even draw an arrow yourself. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or professional, as long as you have some type of visual representation of your card. And that's actually a pretty bad arrow. So there's my crappy arrow that I just made. But as you can see, when this pops up in your video, people will think, okay, I just heard that there's a card on screen right now. Where can I find it? First of all, people might not know where the card is, and you're giving direction with this arrow. Secondly, people might not pay attention that card was on screen. So that's why you're giving visual reinforcement with this graphic. And all you gotta do is drop it on top of your video, and you'll see that people will start clicking your cards a lot more. So that's basically what I wanted to share with you guys today. Just a little tactic on how to increase your percentage of card clicks, how to increase the number of card clicks that you get on your videos, which can essentially help grow your channel. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like on the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Plenty of other tutorials coming in the future, and plenty of them on the channel already. And if you want to check out one of my recent videos, you can click the annotation here. Want to check out a similar video to this one, click the annotation here. If you want to subscribe to any of my channels or this one, click the annotation here. And if you want to donate $1 to my Patreon page, you can click the annotation here. That's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching as always, and this is GSmanimsmart, and I'll be back sooner than you think. Don't go anywhere.